Raise.
Sit 4, raise to 50. Sit 6, call. Sit 8, call.
I think ace 10 off's a little weak to squeeze.
YoH ViraL has chosen violence today.
I would have actually liked to squeeze here. It might be a little loose, but I would have liked it.
I know I should push you guys out, but I want to see the flop.
Oh, we haven't had many of these.
Let's
I should just rip it.
go. I don't
If I
think I
ripped it, I
seen,
would've
was
won.
there one yesterday? I don't even know if there
one, I
was.
think.
Oh, there was. Pick me, dealer.
We are playing on Game of Gold. We're playing 10,000, 20,000 with a 10,000 big blind ante with roughly 1.2 million effective stacks in this hand. Maria Ho opens it up under the gun. Also, the cutoff seat to 50,000, 2.5 big blinds with the queen, 8 of spades, which is perfectly fine and reasonable. Lukas Robinson, Robin Poker, opts to call on the button with pocket sixes. YoH ViraL in the small blind with ace of spades, 10 of clubs, decides to call. He certainly could 3-bet this hand, but he decides to call. And then down Negreanu with queen 8 of hearts, decides to see the flop too. 4-way action. It's like a 1-2 game. Let's go to the flop.
Sit 8, bet 20.
That is not a play. That is not a play.
That's the YoH ViraL mint lead.
Bro, I mean, that ain't the one.
Look, it's gonna get through.
The flop comes ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, 9 of spades. YoH ViraL has top pair. He opts to bet 1 big blind. This is not a thing, but YoH ViraL does it. Let's see how his opponents proceed.
We say nope.
Sit 4, fold. Sit 6, call.
No way. Did he just call?
What?
He called sixes?
You should have pushed them out, Daniel.
Both the queen 8s fold, and then Robinson calls with the pocket sixes. And this may look a little bit optimistic, but you have to realize he has to put in 1 big blind to try to win a total of 12.5 big blinds. So, if YoH ViraL ever just checks it down with a random hand like Queen Jack, or if Robinson does spike a 6, this is going to go very well for him. You have to realize he's getting really, really, really good pot odds. I know some players, some commentators, some people there may say, what in the world is he doing? But look, if your opponent bets 1 big blind and you're closing the action and it's going to be heads up and you have some outs, you really shouldn't go around folding. So I don't mind this call. Let's go to the turn.
Oh my god. What?
No.
No. It's maybe it's okay to call, but it's not okay to hit the 6. That's not okay.
Sit 8, bet 140.
The turn is the 6 of diamonds. Not exactly the 6 Robinson wanted, but it'll do. YoH ViraL gives it a lot of thought and goes 140,000 into the 250,000 pot. I think this is a spot where YoH ViraL should probably just check because the flush card is really, really bad for his particular hand. And I do think he can reasonably check and call, but he goes for value. Fine. Let's see what Robinson does with his set.
Sit 6, call. So, Libber.
Robinson opts to just call, and I think this is perfectly fine. You have to realize, when YoH ViraL leads the flop, I don't know what his range should look like in GTO world, but I think most of his flop leading range is going to be very clearly marginal made hands, like an ace or a king or a 9, or draws, like Queen Jack, Queen 10, Jack 10, or flush draws. And given YoH ViraL continued betting the turn, I would think his range is mostly now going to be flushes and straight draws, like Queen 10, probably with a diamond. Now, he does happen to have the ace 10, which is not a hand I would have thought he would bet with on the turn. But if his range is either flushes or high equity draws, you really don't want to raise hands that lose to YoH ViraL's value hands, like flushes, because when all the money gets in, you're actually going to be behind, even with a hand as strong as a set. So Robinson does call. I think it's a good play. Let's head to the river.
Oh, that's brutal.
That's not very good.
That's brutal.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's
I'll
a
take it.
Good card.
Oh, he's gonna lose some money.
Spicy card.
Why is his face so funny?
I love his poker face. It's got kind of like Scott Seaver-esque, a little bit cooler.
The open mouth.
Today, bet 60.
The river is the 10 of spades, giving YoH ViraL 2 pair. He decides to bet tiny, 60,000 only into the 530,000 pot. Let's see what Robinson does.
Sit 6. Call.
Robinson makes the call, and he wins the pot. But what I want to know is, what would you have done with Robinson's hand in this spot? Take a second, think about it. Let me know in the comments section below, and I'll come back and give you my thoughts on it. And while you're down there, click the like and subscribe button for me.
How is nobody saying anything? How's nobody commenting he hit a 2-outer?
I think it's wilder that he didn't even think about raising with sixes.
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty crazy. That is really crazy.
Should have raised it. Waiting for a tiny bet, huh? Yo likes to do that a lot.
So weird.
Wow. But that right there, Robin just got abused.
Anytime you're on the river and you're facing a tiny bet, you have to realize that it's almost as if your opponent checked. If your opponent checked on this river, would you value bet with bottom set, even though there is a straight and a flush available? And the answer is definitely yes. Now, it is certainly stronger that YoH ViraL bet compared to if he checked, even when he does bet tiny in the spot. But I think most of the time you're going to be shown a decent hand, but certainly not a premium hand, because if YoH ViraL had a premium hand, he would usually want to bet much larger. And a premium hand here is going to be a flush or maybe a straight. And notice, Robinson actually beats every other hand for the most part. So I realize that it feels a little bit dicey in this scenario to raise to something like 500,000, just straight up for value to try to get called by YoH ViraL's 2 pairs and perhaps hero calls with a hand like ace queen. But I do think this is a spot where raising is probably justified. Now, the one thing to keep in mind here is that they are playing on Game of Gold, where there are going to be weird payout implications, because maybe Robinson really needs to take 3rd place or better for his team to get some points. If that's the case, then you probably want to be way more risk averse, right? And also, you have to realize YoH ViraL is a good, strong player who is going to mix up his strategy on the river. If there is a player who I would not put it past to bet tiny on the river with a flush, it is someone like YoH ViraL, who does do a whole lot of seemingly random leading, even though I'm sure in his mind it's not random. He probably has a very well thought out strategy. So even though I do think the default play with the pocket sixes on the river is to raise, this is a spot where I really do not fault him for just calling. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, again, click the like and subscribe button. Good luck in your games, and I'll talk to you next time.